Hello. How is everybody doing? It is nice to see you, sweet loves, tonight. Hello. Hi, Love Shine. How are you doing, sweetie? I need to make myself a new list. I've got Mimi. I've got Love Shine. I do have, thank you, my beautiful Love Shine. How have you been? Hi, Julie. Hello, Watson and Lilith and Diane. And hello to Sean. Hello, beautiful B215. We're going to start off tonight with B215, and then I'm going to go and give the updated list, all right? So just give me one tiny little second. I'm going to update everything, and we shall be ready. So just one moment, loves. But you can take in consideration that B215 is first. So here we go. And voila. So we do have our beautiful Amy. We have our beautiful Julie also. Oh, he did. Oh, I like it. I do. All right. Okay, so B215 is first. Then I'm going to go on CMZ. Then I'm going to follow on through with Love Shine and Mimi from across the world. So B215, Julie, Love Shine, and MZ is going to be the list that we have for the moment. So let's come on over towards you, my love. Yes, well, you're going to be up in just a couple minutes, my love. Yeah. You're next, sweetie. I can text you whenever you're ready if you want to. My dear, beautiful B215, if you would like to post your questions, sweetie, you're going to be on up next. Yeah, just stay here. I might answer you right away and answer. I think I'll answer you while I'm waiting for B215. How's that? Yeah, let's make ourselves productive. All right, Julie, here we go. I'm going to answer you while I'm waiting for B215 to post a question, okay? So we are currently on beautiful Julie. All right. Okay. So Julie, my love, followed out by B215. So he did reach out. You can see he's making an effort. Yes. But he seemed busy and didn't respond back. How does he think and feel about it? All right, okay. Well, you know what? He's making movement. And I'm going to say like you, I'm going to applaud that. As long as he's making beautiful movement forward, hey, it's all good for me. Yes. All right. So really, really happy that he did reach out. Absolutely. And I really do feel as though that... I really feel, if you will, that effort altogether is good. He's making, hey, we saw this earlier into your reading. I kept seeing over and over and over today the Queen of Wands. I think this is like the third time we see the Queen of Wands into your spreads in about 6 decks, so 6 questions. King of Cups right next to it. My love, you know what? It's a sweet sign that he does want to keep the connection nice and warm. And when he asked about the island trip, I feel like it truly did come from a place of genuine care and curiosity. So he might not have had all that time or headspace to go any deeper into it, but I feel like it was important for him to just kind of reach out to show that you're onto his mind. That's a message he's sending out. So no, he didn't necessarily reply on back, but he wanted you to know, hey, I'm thinking of you. I'm taking in consideration, hey, you went somewhere. That stayed with me. It stayed into my mind. How was it, right? He wants to know about you, which is a really good thing also, because he's not only necessarily talking about him, but he's asking things about you. So I don't know if you thought about that too. We're going in both ways over here. So I'm going to say, from what I can see, he appreciated a response, did make him smile, gave him a little bit of emotional warmth into a busy, kind of mentally cluttered kind of a day. But I also do feel as though he was a little bit distracted and kind of preoccupied. So he's not emotionally distant. He was just kind of physically tied up and kind of mentally pulled in different directions within work. So that's the reason for that. So his energy around your message today feels like it's gentle. I see you. I'm glad we're good. There's no negative thoughts. I want to keep this going. I'm trying to find the right balance. It's pretty much what he's saying. I want to keep this going. I'm trying to find the right balance. So let's continue to give it a little bit more time. He's starting to step up, and that's exactly what we wanted him to do at this moment. I kind of feel like it's a little bit him testing the rhythm at the very same time, but he definitely does value your response. And I feel as though, this uplifted his energy and yours today. So it's all good, my love. I'm loving. I know. Thank you, B215, for posting. Now we just made the day that happened. So exactly. Yes. Absolutely, my love. I shall see you a little bit later, sweetie. All right. B215, here we go. Let's come and see. Alrighty, so do Trey and Sam want a relationship with you? Good question. Let's go see. Here we go. So how does he like... I said two, that's good. So how do Trey, so we're going to take out Trey. Hopefully Trey, not Trey. How does Trey? Let's go see Trey. Trey is going to be over here. We're going to take out the cards at the same time down here as for what is going on with Sam. Okay, so here's our first energy and here's going to be the second one. All right. And this is going to be for Sam. All right, my love. Here we go. Are you ready for the verdict? Two of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Knight of Swords. Looking nice and strong for number one, for Trey, all right? If we move on forward to the other, to Sam. Sam wants things, but we're going to start with the first one. We're going to start with T, okay? So I'm going to call them T and S. T to begin with, T truly does want to have a relationship. He does want to have like this fusion, this relationship, this get together. Definitely interested into the whole ordeal. Absolutely 1,000,000%. So are we interested? Yes. Would we like to collaborate and kind of move on forward with it? Absolutely. Do we need a little bit of time? Yes. I do also feel as though T actually finds a lot of happiness with you. There's a lot of contentment. There's a lot of happiness. And I feel like T's actually going to make the movement. You're not going to have to make the movement. T will make the movement for you. So T will offer the relationship for you at some point in time. We can see him over here with great motivation coming on forward towards you. So over here, it's all nice and good and lovely. I'm loving it. If we do go over here, though, Sam is so-so-ish, okay? Sam has wants and desires, but Sam doesn't have he's not necessarily looking for the commitment. Sam is interested into you. Sam does like you, but I see Sam being like more stressed. I see Sam feeling a little bit more vulnerable relationship-wise and not necessarily asking for it. Anyways, I don't see him moving on forward asking for it at this moment, which doesn't mean he doesn't want it, but it means he's not taking action towards it. So he's into a place where he doesn't necessarily want to offer the committed relationship at this moment, It does give him some stress and some anxiety, but he does have the possibilities of doing it. He has thought about it, but whenever he thinks about it, he kind of feels anxious and kind of backs on off a little bit. Basically, he's afraid of being left alone. He's afraid of being dumped, if you will, and that it might not work out. He's going to end up with a broken heart. That's where Sam's problems are. So, Sam, interested into a relationship, but not offering it at the moment. T, interesting, and we will end up asking you, hey, Susan, sweetie, how are you doing, my love? Does that make any sense for you, sweetie pie? Let me know. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, sweetie. It does, right? Why do I feel like you prefer S, though? You prefer this one. You like both of them, but this one interests you more than this one. And I kind of feel like this one's going to be a challenge, Sam. But I feel like just the fact that there could be a possibility that you would like to kind of continue. For the moment, I kind of feel like you might actually continue entertaining both of them, which is A-okay also. And then just maybe, I guess if you do that, see where everything is going to be moving on forward and how it's going to move on forward, how it's going to develop, because the energies can change, right? They can. I mean, Sam could decide, oh my God, this is so fantastic. Things are going so well. I'm going to go for it. He could. So I'm going to say kind of just go a little bit with the flow. Listen to your heart, my love. Yes, commitment is important. Yes, it is interesting. But if at some point in time the loving and the desire is there, well, usually the commitment happens. It's just, are you really willing to wait for it? It could take 6 or 7 months over here, and here it could take 2 to 3. Yeah. It is my pleasure, sweetie pie. Please let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, sweetie. Just let me know, okay? I'm going to come and see our beautiful love shine. How are you doing, my beautiful Susan? How are you doing? Did Andrew propose to Ginger? No. No, Susan. He didn't propose to Ginger. I don't see that. No. I know, my love. I know this whole Ginger thing is a pain in the you know what. But did he actually ask? No, he didn't. He didn't do anything, sweetie. Do we have a love shine with us? If not, I'm gonna go and see Mimi. Love shine. Into the meanwhile, post your questions, and I'm going to be with you, love shine, momentarily. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for your questions to pass on through. Here we go. I'm gonna be with you, my beautiful Susan. If our beautiful love shine is not here, you'll be on up right after, okay? For the moment, I am, however, going to go and see Mimi, and we are going to put a timestamp. So, timestamp for Mimi across the world. I'm going to put 15 minutes because, yeah, I got to go and get her questions, all right? Okay. So, hold on, my beautiful. I'm going to be with you in just a second. Um, mm, mm, mm. Where? Oh, there you go. You say this business thing has been onto your mind for years already. You wanted to sell baby clothes, but thinking that it would need more budget, time, and space, so you kind of gave up, right? These few days, this business thing started to come back to your mind, so I'm thinking of asking you to see if I will earn more money or go right into the seas. Yeah. I'm actually going to say to you, sweetie, even just before taking out any cards, just because I know I've been there, all right? Okay, hold on. Let me know, loves, okay, if we do have Love Shine who pops on through. She's next. Otherwise, it's going to be our beautiful Susan. Mimi, been there, done that. And two different type of occasions, if you will, that are two completely different with my ex-partner that I was with for 19 years. I don't know. Yeah, 19. I think we were going on 20. God knows. That amount of time. That person. The evil one. The one, yeah. We actually started a business together. It was into the cooking industry. So it was Italian food. There was a shop, a kitchen, whole deal. And I'm going to say, usually speaking, business-wise, it takes about 5 years before you actually get to live in an okay way with it, all right? It took us both working 7 days a week, like enormous hours. It took us 3 years. We did pretty good. It took us 3 years before being able to take just like 1 week off and do something. It takes a really, really long time, and you have to have a really, really strong backbone because it costs a lot. The time to get your clientele is not easy. It takes a long, long time. Now, in regards to if you want to do anything, let's say you rent a shop, like a place, and you sell your clothing there, well, you got to find the people who are going to be making the clothing, the brand, the style, all that stuff. You got to pay for those fixed prices. If you do something that's more online, that's very doable also. A lot of people do. But it's more, I would actually say for you, more of a side hustle to begin with. And if it turns into something very fructitious and you're able to spend more time with it and you see there's more demand and you have more clients and things, then that's another thing. Because my second thing was going to be YouTube. YouTube takes an awful long time too. Different experience altogether. But I mean, some people have been on YouTube for years, like 4 or 5, 10 years and more, not monetized yet, and very difficult for anything. And then you got to open your shop. It's not an easy place when you go into that type of thing. That being said, a lot of people do it. A lot of people live off of it, and a lot of people make extra money off of it also. So I don't necessarily want you to leave your job in order to go and do that, because you're not going to be happy. You're going to be stressed. You're going to be anxious. Not going to be the right thing. So I mean, you're the master of your life. You do what you want. Personally, I wouldn't do it. Unless you have somebody who backs you up and you have enough money to live for like 2-3 years. Don't do it. Keep on with your daytime job. And meanwhile, I know that it's extra work, it's extra time, everything of the such, but at least you don't have the stress. You're building as organically as you possibly can in the best way, getting yourself really good clients, adjusting to your product lines and everything of the such. So should you actually do it as a very first, idea, I'm going to say over here, I know that you've thought about it for a very, very long time. I know that the mind says, budget, space, time, and those are really, 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 they're real concerns. But I kind of feel like if the universe keeps on nudging you, then it is there for a reason. It is telling you something. And business is not just about money, but it's about reclaiming your power. It's about proving to yourself what you're actually capable of doing. So I'm going to say, you know what, if you are being guided to build something that is yours, definitely go for it. We've all started, everybody who's had a business in some place in time has started from somewhere, right? So I'm going to say yes, but just make sure that you've got a certain backup. Is it going to be money thrown into the sea? No, but you're going to have persistence. You're going to have to start small. You're going to have to start sketching ideas. You're going to have to start seeing, limited batches online, promotion in all the free ways that you possibly can. All those things is what you're truly going to have to do. So should you do it? Yeah, you should. You should definitely move on forward with this adventure. That being said, don't necessarily think that it's going to bring you a lot of money right away. Not right away, my love. There will be delays. There will be frustrations. If you're willing to deal with the delays and frustrations and move on forward with it anyways, I say, hey, go ahead with it, my love. Absolutely. About him and CT, the lady, right? About him and her. Yeah. You brought up his business with her, right? I know. Let me just go see if Love Shine is somewhere around. Zubermaster, thank you so very much, my sweetie pie. We shall be with you in about 10 minutes, okay, my love? If you would like to have a timestamp, please let us know. Otherwise, thank you for your beautiful patience, sweetie, and for your donation. Do we still have love? Oh, there's Love Shine. Hey, sweetie pie. Nice to see you. Yeah, you're next, my beautiful Love Shine. You're right after Mimi, my love. Then we're going to go and see Susan. And we're going to go and see Zubermaster X. Yes. Thank you, my love. A timestamp you shall definitely have, sweetie pie. Thank you for your response, my love. And thank you, my beautiful Lilith, for that arrow on up. You used to do pointy fingers. Now you do arrows. Ethan. Yeah, well, that is a beautiful name. Beautiful name, sweetie. Nice to see you, love. It does help. All right. Sweetie pie. As for the actual, what is actually happening over here, thank you, my beautiful Love Shine. It's progressing. It's progressing well, my love. Yeah, think of that man going to business kind of makes you want to do something too, right? And it kind of angers you in so many different kind of ways. This is what I'm going to say in regards to that. The fact that you bring up the business with her, there's an energy between them that feels kind of opportunistic. I think I'm saying it weirdly, but I know you get what I'm talking about. Like they're doing something together for more convenience or control than something that is more of an emotional type of a connection. So are they actually getting closer? In a certain way, because they are spending more time together. But it feels like it is not something that is built on love or connection. It is something that is very, very fragile. So the connection isn't emotionally rooted in any kind of a way. It's kind of practical. It could even be masking or avoiding something, even a little bit of a boredom into a way. So don't assume that you're being replaced, because you're not being replaced. Because the energy that you see and that you feel, it is real. And he's not trying to escape that or not trying to escape that truth. Honestly, I really just feel as though he's trying to move on forward into some type of an opportunity kind of a way. And this is it. So he's kind of utilizing it as much as he can. Now, his current feelings and thoughts. Yeah. I feel as though he is still thinking about you, but he's thinking a lot about work. He's thinking a lot about money and everything that has to do with that. So I feel like he's still emotionally stuck. I still feel like he's feeling a little bit numb, a little bit detached, but he's still thinking about you. So he's not making any bold moves, but he's not emotionally kind of lazing around neither. So he's not sitting on to his feelings. He's doing what he has to do, moving on forward. So you're into his life, into that what, and I hate to say it, I really do, because I feel like I don't like it, but it's what I'm feeling and it's what I'm seeing. So it's like if you're into that what if place. You know, when I say you're often loaded onto that shelf, and you're that beautiful possibility that we want and that we desire, but we cannot necessarily access at this moment. That's it. So I feel like that's where you are at this moment, my love. So your position into his life and into the future is that I mean, you're not another fling. You're love. You're true into his life. But himself, he's still undecided. He doesn't know where to go. He doesn't want to force anything. He doesn't want to force clarity neither. So he's trying not to go and dig deep down inside to go and figure out all his answers. But he is transforming, and he is being called on to focusing on, yes, himself, yes, onto you every once in a while, but also onto his awakening. So I feel like you, for yourself, the more you step into your purpose, your business, your own power, then the universe is going to start to shift things into your favor also. So your vibes and your energy will be different, and things might become just a little bit more clear into that kind of a way. So basically, my love, I'm going to say to you before I give you any messages that, you know what? You're never really meant to be somebody second onto that shelf, onto that. You're never supposed to be that second person who's just kind of waiting. You need to remain, and you need to remember that you're the main character into your story. So, let him do whatever he's got to do at this moment. You do what you've got to do to complete yourself, to feel better within yourself, and to feel happy with what you're doing and how you're moving on forward. If there's any nudges that you feel you have to follow on through with, follow them. If it is meant to be, it is meant to be, and he'll come on closer, and it might even actually help everything all together. So you do you is pretty much what it is, because he's doing him at this moment. So you might as well complete and do the most beautiful things for yourself. Let me go and give you some love messages, and Love Shine is going to be on up next. Love, it doesn't vanish. It waits patiently into the heart. You are into the calm of my chaos. You are the light in my shadows. Even when we're apart, I feel your energy near me. You and I are a story still being written. Here we go for our beautiful Love Shine. Love Shine is on up next. Then Susan and Ethan. Sweet Lord, I've got issues. Love Shine. Even gave me the option. Look what I'm doing, sweetie. Yeah, it's you. Hold on. I'm trying to type in your timestamp. 28 minutes. Gotcha. Here we go. So, Mark with Sun Up Until Sleep with Amy. Mark, thoughts and feelings for Amy. Within 30 days on a reading with your mom. Mark's supposed to tell you something in love. What do I see? Actually, I already know. He's honestly just going to tell you, sweetie pie, that he loves you, that things are a little bit complicated. And I feel like it's actually going to be speaking from something coming from the heart. Like something's going to be happening, some type of a little bit of a tower moment. But we're going to go and take the cards out and you'll see. But that's what I'm getting into the energy. Yeah. Coffee time. I thought about making myself a coffee this morning. I did. Actually, no, it wasn't this morning. It was this afternoon. And then I thought to myself, nah, I don't feel like it. I like coffee. I really do. I really, really do. But I don't drink a lot of coffee. I don't. I might have, some weeks I have no coffee at all. Other times I might have one or two into the whole week. And even when I make one, I have like the mom coffees, right? It's a nice big cappuccino type coffee. And I will drink that same coffee for 3 to 4 hours straight. It's friggin' cold, but it's still good. No, nothing bad. No, nothing bad. No. Nothing bad in any kind of way, sweetie. No, it's not a tower moment to that kind of a tower moment. It's a type of... Okay, let's focus on the first question. We'll get to it, okay, Love Shine. But what I'm trying to say is whatever is going to be happening is not something that is big, that is huge, that is, and I know the two things I just said. Sweet Lord. Hey. Oh, okay. Yeah. No. What I actually feel is It's coming from like some type of misunderstanding into a certain way. And that's actually what is going to be giving this on out. So that's actually what I feel altogether. Do not feel like it's something huge or something horrible is going to be happening. I really just feel as though there's a little tiny something that's going to leave room for some type of interpretation, some type of conversation. And that's what's going to be happening. Mais que faites-vous, mes amours? Okay. What was that? That was called Raphael and Anael. I don't know. They came storming in here. I don't know what. Yeah, like a misunderstanding. Yeah. I'm going to say Mathias did something, or they're imagining something. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, Mathias? De quoi vous parlez? Okay.
Je vais aller demander à Mathias de désinstaller un mot.
Ok, entre-temps, s'il vous plaît.
Parce que j'ai entendu un bruit de Herobrine. Puis après quand j'ai même pas ouvert.
Oh my god.
Comme ça. J'ai mis la type. Ça fait. J'ai mis la type. Non mais c'est vrai.
Adios, amigos. Love you. Okay, see you later.
Je te jure, c'est vrai. J'ai mis la zip puis zip. La type.
Okay, that being said, you heard a sound of a virtual bell. Oh, that! Oh, that's something else. Don't worry about the virtual bell. Yeah, I am not saying what the virtual bell is. All right, so my beautiful love, Sean, we're going to start off with your very first question altogether, okay? So, here we go. Sweetie pie. Yeah, I know. No. Watson, no. There's... Oh, probably. You're actually right. Watson. But... Hey, I've got nothing. My hands are here. I'm doing what I'm doing. Hold on a second. All right. Oh, there it is again. Oh my God. Yeah, what is that, Watson? I'm never going to tell you. I'm never going to tell you. It has to do with Alex and myself, but I'm not saying anything. That being said, here we go. And voila. Yeah, I know, Juanson. Amy, sweetie pie. Mark with wife, son up until sleep. Mark with wife, son up until sleep. It's not going to surprise you in any kind of shape or way that we do have our devil in reverse, wanting a release. We also do have our Five of Pentacles, a certain poverty, not a financial poverty, a poverty from within, an emotional poverty where things are not necessarily moving into the way that we would like them to. All right, sweetie pie. And I feel as though they feel like often whatever it is that they're looking for is somewhat unachievable. And I'm going to explain. You know, when you say, oh, maybe we can think we could be together forever, we can work onto this marriage, we can get the help that we need, we can be able to be functional, like all those things. I feel like often they feel like the actual plans that they do have, they feel confident towards them, but they quickly realize that it's probably not going to be working out that way. So there's like a lot of disappointment that is actually coming from it. Yeah. Il est dans le salon. Non, il est dans le salon. Sur le divan. All right. So that is with the wife. We're going to go and see with you. With you. Feeling like we can't complete the relationship. I know it's going to seem weird, right? And you're going to say, what do you mean we can't complete the relationship? We feel like we can't complete the relationship because we feel like we're into a place where you're at, we don't know how we can go and get more. We don't know how we can be into a deeper type of relationship. The love is already there. The grounding is already there. We want to be able to spend more time with you, but there's not the possibility of being able to do that. So I feel as though Mark kind of feels like he's reached a little bit his limits of what he can give. And I feel like he's a little bit disappointed by that because he would like to give you more. That being said, the fact that you're disappointed by the fact that we can't necessarily give more is not a bad thing altogether. It just means that you guys are going to continue onto the same path that you're onto. But he himself would love to be able to give you more with something more into the future. But he doesn't necessarily envision it at this moment. Now, Mark's thoughts and feelings with Amy. Thoughts and feelings. Always feeling like we want to offer you more. Again, look at that. But always feeling like we're torn between two different decisions. Go with family, spend time with love, shine. Go with family, spend time with love, shine. He loves you more than words can say. He does believe that you guys are destined and meant to be together. His feelings for you, they are complete, they are true, and they are straight coming from his heart, my love. Now, what is he supposed to tell you within the following 30 days? Like I said, it's a misunderstanding. Well, misunderstanding. No, it's a miscommunication. It's a miscommunication is what I can see. All right. Susan, let us know if you're still here, my love. Okay. So Susan, let us know if you're still here. Susan is up next. So it is more of a miscommunication that is actually passing on through than a misunderstanding. There's a miscommunication because he kind of feels like you don't necessarily always trust him, and there seems to be like a little bit of a lack of faith into it. So I feel as though you're going to be a little bit doubting him onto maybe the way that he feels for you, because you feel like he's not texting enough or not giving you enough attention. It's going to make you a little bit, not doubt, but feel kind of bad. You might end up actually saying something. It will create a little bit of a miscommunication, if you will, because there's a difference in saying, well, hey, why aren't you writing back to me or whatever? Why does it take you 12 hours to write back to me? And saying, I really do miss you. I feel really sad whenever you don't actually write back to my messages. Is it possible for you to write back at a quicker time? Right? Like there's different ways of saying things. This is what I feel. So it's not a big tower moment. It's just a little thing. It's just the way that things are going to be said that are going to give the certain outcome. But there's nothing bad happening. And messages. So let's go with the messages. Beautiful Susan, you are next, my love. So, tarot. Trouvé ton téléphone, cocotte? Oui. Super. Attention, tes pieds, Raphaël, j'ai des chandelles qui sont juste à côté de toi, mon minou.
Ah, oui.
All right. A routine coming on through, also getting over here some fulfillment. He's okay altogether. He's okay with the whole routine of it all, honestly. Yeah. The Wheel of Fortune comes out often. One of you, a little bit. Yeah, one of you guys are going to be a little bit upset. Just a little bit, sweetie. Oh, Watson. I can't shut it. It just kind of goes. Yeah. I know. I'm sorry. Yeah. I know. So thank you, my beautiful Susan. So how's that got to do with him being loving you? Nothing. He loves you. He loves you. He wants to be able to spend more time with you. He wants to be able to understand you more at the same time, right? Yes, I will give you, I will take it out right away, my beautiful love. I'll take out the angel one. He wants to be able to give more to you. He wants to be able to offer more towards you. It's just that sometimes there's a little bit like of a miscommunication or something of the sort that is not allowing him to be able to do that. Yeah, I got it, my beautiful Lilith. Thank you, sweetie. The deck of angels is already out. So into the tarot messages, what he wants to say is, quite frankly, he knows that he kind of has to go through all different kind of twists and turns in order to go and spend more time with you. And he is going to try to do so as much as he possibly can, because quite frankly, he knows that you're being very, very patient towards him. He knows that he follows kind of somewhat a little bit of a routine, but he does want you to know that altogether, his ultimate desire is to fulfill you, because he does love you and he does want to be with you. It's just, this is what I'm getting over here into the whole thing. He loves you, my love. He wants to be able to give you more, and he wants you to know that he's going to do everything that he possibly can to make things happen. And let me shut off that sound. It's really annoying. Alrighty. Okay, I see what's going on. Yeah, no, that's Alex playing around into something. That's why everything is beeping. It's his fault. Alrighty, so here we go. I know, I kid you not. I thought Alex. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Allô? You know you will be alone for a while. Well, what does that mean, sweetie pie? No, I feel like it's going to be after vacation, actually. I'm going to say after vacation, my love, is what I actually feel. I know, right, Lilith? Bonsoir, Alex. Ça va? Oh, Alex, no, he's not here with me. He will be tomorrow, but he's not here with me at the moment. But he is online into an account that we both have doing stuff. What the fudge? Eh, boy. Allez, chichou. Beautiful Susan, it is your turn, my love. Here we go. Susan. You're going to be out 43 minutes. Okay. Je sais pas. Le temps du... Oh! Oh, Lilith, you're so funny. You're not wrong, but you are quite funny. Yes. Yeah, that being said, we have two different accounts that we share together. Yeah. Which I'm not going to say what they are, but we have accounts that we share that are in both our names, and that's what he's up to at the moment. I closed it up, so I didn't know that he was there, because he told me he was not going to go, but apparently he did go, and now that's why I was getting all those weird notifications. I closed it. Voila. It's finito pepito. No more bells, guys. Yeah. The bell, and then the little munchkins appearing, and though they unalive a witch again. Julie, are you back again? I don't know. Did you send more questions? Because I already answered your other question earlier, and you were here. Let me go and see what's going on, sweetie. Hold on. I'm going to go and peek, okay? I honestly was busy and I didn't go back in. So Susan followed out by Ethan. Again, beautiful name. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you are my love. If you want my beautiful Julie, I'm going to go and send you a message on Messenger in about maybe 10 minutes. Is that good with you? 10 minutes maximum will be with you, my love. So we're going to put a timestamp over here. I got you, love. Yes, you are going to be Julie. So in about 10 minutes, but I'll go and send you a message, I promise you. So Susan is going to be at 45 minutes. And voila. Thank you, my love. I shall see you soon. I have my beautiful pink hands. Susan, I have to say, ça sent vraiment pas bon dehors. Là, ils ont vraiment mis les produits, hein? Poof, my dear gosh. Okay. This is what I'm going to say, my love. I really, and I know that he's not going to be leaving you for the other lady, all right? But I don't like at all what he is doing at this moment. Like, not at all. Like, it's not okay, right? It's not okay. So hold on. Let me just go and, let me go and see. I don't like what he's up to. Let's do this. Let me go into PayPal. So what is he thinking or feeling? What is he really up to? Did he buy Ginger a ring? And then today, did he buy Ginger a iPhone and an iWatch? And did he buy one for his ex-wife too? Honestly, you know, if he's going to start buying things all over the place, plus rings, like, he's into some type of legal activities somewhere. There's nothing that is permitting him to go and spend all that much money onto his friends and exes and everything of the such. Honestly, my love, I do not believe as though he has. I do not believe. I don't believe that he bought that person a ring. I do not believe that he bought anything in any kind of a way possible. I'm going to say he bought that person lunch. I feel like they went out for lunch is what they did. I feel as though sometimes he will, you know, get some hotel rooms or stuff like that. But nothing else, my sweetie pie. I don't see anything of the such happening like that. Yeah. Is there anything stocky happening? Et Anaëlle, ma belle, tu sais que robe reine n'existe pas en chouchon?
Oui, je sais.
Ok, ma belle. Je sais. Ça existe pas, ces choses-là. Faudrait que tu portes grand-papa. Tu veux-tu porter grand-papa, gars, il est ici?
Correct.
Ok. Grand-papa, il est en bas sur un jeu de Stitch. Alright. Hein? Grand-papa. T'as laissé grand-papa sur le jeu de Stitch en bas. Here we go. Let's continue, my sweetie pie. So, was anything actually stocky happening? I'm actually going to say no. I do not feel as though anything stocky has happened between, let's say, yesterday and today, or anything of such. I'm going to say no. And I watched, and did he buy one of her ex-wife too? And last night, did they? And why is he in front of her trying to play you? Why did she move in to watch the kids? What can I really do to get back at him because you're tired of him trying to play you, right? Yeah, he definitely did pay. He definitely did pay for it, sweetie. The fact that that person kind of moved on in, she moved on in, not necessarily to watch out the kids. I feel like it's a little bit of a sham. Is that how you say it? Or a scam, sham? Not a scam, it's a sham. It's a fake reason, sweetie pie. I feel as though it's a good excuse to have her around. And I feel as though this person altogether wants to be around. I feel like they want to be more present. I don't feel as though he is ever going to tell you that they are together, because he doesn't necessarily see that he is with that person neither. I want you to keep in mind that he is with this person for sexual reasons, for pleasure and everything as such, like he does with the others and like he does with the ex-wife also. There is nothing into it that is, clearly 100% I love you and I want to be with you. You are into that category. But the thing with you is that he is afraid also. I've told you many times, he is completely terrified and afraid because of the child, because of the cost, because of the separation, all that stuff. It would cost an awful lot of money. Therefore, he wants to keep you onto the sideline. Now, revenge. You can do so if you want to. That is entirely up to you. Is there really a way that you can get back at him? There's a million ways. The best way, quite frankly, is to be happy, be yourself, maybe surprise him at it. If you no longer love him, but I believe you still do, the best thing to do would be to say, you know what, this is just not working. Walk away before he does so, simply because he's not being okay, he's not being respectful, he's playing around, he's not helping you find, he's doing nothing that a partner should be doing. And so you have all the reasons to simply say walk away, and to walk away would be the sweetest type of revenge ever. It doesn't hurt anybody, but it definitely does strike an emotional chord. That being said, my love, other than that, there's nothing that you can do to bring him back. There's nothing that you can do neither to get back at him. The choices he has made upon himself. He has dug the hole that he has at this moment. The thing is, he's content into that place. And since he's content in it, there's nothing really going to be able to change. The most thing that you could do is say, well, okay, are we into an open type of relationship? If so, you have to tell me what's going on. Then you would have more control over who's coming in, who's going out, and what's going on. And that would allow you to do whatever it is that you want onto your side too. But other than that, my sweet love, it's complicated. I don't believe that anybody, I will go and validate, but I don't believe that anybody has done any, voodoo or anything of the such. My beautiful Stacy, nice to see you, sweetie, and thank you for your donation, my love. Beautiful High Priestess also, thank you, my love. If anybody needs any timestamps between High Priestess and Stacy, let us know, please. And if you do, post your questions so I can, jot it down or something, because you're going to be up in about 10-15 minutes, okay, my loves? Susan, I am going to go and see if any kind of black stuff has happened. Que se passe-t-il de? Non, pas vraiment là, non. Ben là, fais juste une heure que je suis là, ma belle. Ben là, bébé, j'étais là tantôt. C'est tout sur le téléphone, vas-y vos affaires. All right, Knight of Swords followed out by your Knight of Wands, also getting over here 10 of Pentacles. No, I do not see that anybody is doing any type of magic in any kind of a way. I know they have access to magic, but they're not doing magic, or they haven't paid anybody to do magic. What can you do to better your life really quickly? Because I'm just like in August, you don't have, yeah. Will I find someone, or will me and him be together in the following 6 months from now? Honestly, you got to do everything that you possibly can. I need you to start looking, my love. I need you to start looking for different places to live, or different apartments, or I need you to look at legal services also. Try to get yourself a legal service that doesn't cost you anything, that you're able to go and get your advice, what you can do, how you can follow on through. From the moment that he's actually going to start paying for child support, if you're no longer going to be sticking around, that's going to help you. If you're able to, work a little bit either from your home, or you're able to find a daycare for your sweetie pie. There's a lot of different possibilities, but you have to start looking at those possibilities. I know that you've had a lot of people who have been around who have kind of helped you along the way in a certain way, because they've stolen from you also. But I feel like you're into a place where you need to have some movement. Do not rely on to anybody anymore except for yourself. Go out, get your information, find out what it is that you need to find out, and do what you've got to do. Are you still going to be together within the following 6 months? I'm going to say yes, because he's not going anywhere. The only reason and the only thing is going to be happening is if you walk away. I told you, financially speaking, he is held to you, financially speaking. He's not going to let you go. He already pays way too much money and way too many things. So, my love, are you still with him in the following 6 months? Yes. Where are you living? I'm not sure, though. You're going to have to start looking at that, my love. And start seeing what all your options are altogether. I don't see you being with somebody else, though, in 6 months. Why? The universe is not going to allow it. You love him. You still love him. He hurts you, and he's nasty with you, sweetie pie. But you love him. And because you love him, your heart space is not open to love somebody else. So the universe is not going to bring somebody else into your life when you're still holding on to another. It's going to be a painful mess. So you need a lot of healing. You need a lot of healing because he's hurt you badly, sweetie. Je sais. C'est moins chaud dans le salon. Si tu vas aller dans le salon, Raphaël, il est là. Mathias, il est là. C'est un peu moins chaud qu'ici. J'ouvre pas la clim parce que demain, il annonce comme frais pour les prochains jours aussi. He hasn't been talking about you like a dog to them. Honestly, you're Susan. You're the person with who, yes, he does care, but yes, also he wants to continue. He doesn't want to let you go, but he's in the same place where he wants to continue living the life that he lives at this moment. He doesn't want to let go of his life. He likes his life being into a playboy kind of style life. Now, you did mention that you did want some angel cards, so I'm going to go with some angel tarot and go and see what I can get for you into some type of guidance. All right, my love? So we're going to go and look at that at this moment. Here we go. And Ethan, you're on up next, my love. So, and you do need a timestamp, so we'll go along with a timestamp. And I know you talked to me about angels also, so... The angels are letting you know here that you do have to release the past. You need to release the past. You need to find the emotional support that you need at this moment in time. And you need to let go of any type of distractions. That is going to allow you to move on forward. If you do not do that, you're going to stay stagnant into the same place, my love. And you're not going to be happier into that place, sweetie pie. So the angels need you to look within and to find your own answers, sweetie. Write me an email if you need me, okay, sweetie? Brian's a friend, sweetie. Brian is a friend. Brian's not in it for love. He's a friend. He's always going to remain into the friend place for you, sweetie. Is he going to see a psychic? Let me go and see. He loves you. He loves you, but he loves many, many people at the same time. So it's not a one-focused love. Spiritual advisor altogether. Does he go for tarot readings, anything of the such? I will say no. Does he have somebody who kind of guides him into a certain way, who says that they see things? I will say yes, but that's it. It seems to be somebody that the ex-wife knows. Hold on, I'm just going to close the door, loves. All right. Here we go. So I want to know what a Zubermaster X is. I do. I'm going to have to Google you. Okay, so we're going to go at 59:30, my love. Susan, send me an email, my love, and I will try to help you as much as I possibly can. Okay, sweetie pie? All right, I am just going to send out over here a message to our beautiful Julie because you're going to be on up next. So hold on. And where are you? Hey, Carrie. You must be somewhere around. Okay, hold on. Oh, there you go. I found you. Okay, so beautiful Julie. I know you're going to say I'm already here, aren't you? Oops, darn caps. I'm always into those darn caps. All right, well, you're next. I'm sorry. Here we go. So Lisa, what are they saying? What are they saying about you? Honestly, there's not saying anything specific about you, my love. They're not, Susan. Honestly, you are somebody that is with him. You are into a relationship with him, but they know that he is not being truthful to you relationship-wise, is basically what it is, Susan. So they know that he's being a player, and that is what it is. But they know that you do, you know, that... Ah, there you go. I knew you were there. They do know that you do love him and that he does still care for you. He doesn't want to get rid of you in any kind of a way. You want a 3-card pull, past, present, and a future. Let's go and see what we've got for you, my love. La 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 la. All right. Hey, why don't we do it with the angels? So Julie is next, and then I need Stacy. If Stacy's around, did Stacy post her question anywhere? Or High Priestess? I need Stacy and High Priestess up next. Yeah. Thank you, Julie. So here we go. First card is going to be for the present. Thank you, Julie. Fear. My love. My love, my love, my love. Hey, Sean, you changed your picture, sweetie. Nice to see you. You are living in fear, my sweet love. You are living in fear. Let's take out some surrounding cards about that. And general guidance would be appreciated also. All right. So... well, I'm going to say actually this is the past. It is not the present. Into the past, you lived with a lot of fear. A lot of things were happening where you had to have your boundaries that were up quite some bit. Your boundaries had to be up. There was certain moments of confusion. There was a lot of indecision. You kind of felt like you were stuck into a certain place. You could have suffered from some financial losses, but I'm going to say basically a lot of worries. Not necessarily love related though. I'm not going to say there was nothing love related into it, but there was a lot of worries. There was a lot of frustration. There was a lot of indecision. There was a lot of confusion in many kind of ways. So yeah, that's the first thing I'm going to say. So I'm going to take you out some stuff into the into a general reading also. But we're going to start over here. So the past seems to be truffled with a lot of fear. The present, having issues, having problems understanding why perhaps you're into the circumstance that you're in, or why you're a little bit stuck into the place that you're in and you can't quite find your light, can't quite find your path. You want to be able to find it. Sometimes you think that you're a little bit onto it, but it's like you're always a little bit just onto the side. But you need to know that destiny is onto its way and something is going to be coming on forward to be offered towards you. I need you to listen to your heart into the present, all right? There is something that you have thought about. There is something that you have wondered about. Maybe you haven't even talked about it or wondered upon it into a long, extended kind of a way, but there's something that you would like that I just feel as though you have not actually moved on forward with. There's something you have to, right here, right now at this moment, explore more in order to be onto the good, happy path that you're going to be moving upon. It's so much going on, it's hard to get the dominoes to start falling, right? You got to start with one domino, my love. That's where the issue is. Don't start with all the dominoes, start with one. Which one is the weakest link? Start with that one. Right? Oh, why not, my dear Sean? Why not, Video High? All right, Nine of Wands, getting our Ace of Swords, also getting our Six of Cups. The future. The past keeps haunting your future. The past keeps haunting your future, my love. You need to release the past into an emotional kind of a way in order to be happier into your future. So what you need to remember over here, if we look at your past, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of truffled things going on. Stopped you from moving forward in many different ways. At the present moment, you're trying to figure out your path. You have the capabilities to do what it is that you would like to do, even though I feel like you kind of know some things that you would like to do, but nothing is all that clear. What seems to be hindering you into the future is your past. So I need you to release your past. May it be love, may it be worries, may it be something somebody said, may it be a lack of self-confidence. I need you to release. I need you to live into the right here, right now, today. I'm here talking with you. This is where we're at. We're not 2 hours ago. We're not what's going to be happening into an hour. We're here at this moment. That's where I need you to be at all times. And you don't know what you're missing, but it feels critical at this moment. Yeah, because you don't know your path. You're missing your main path is what you're missing. Yeah. Let me go over here. Okay. All right. No, I'm gonna go over here. Alrighty. Let's go and see. We're going to go a little bit into a general reading and go and see what it is that we can find. All right. And to the meanwhile, what I really need you to do is to look within and to look at what is your priority. You talk about dominoes, so there's many elements. Which elements are most important for you? You can't tackle all of them. You can definitely tackle one at a time, though. All right, so this is what I'm going to say for you over here. All right. The possibilities and the fear keeps passing on through. The wounds that you have, heartbreak, betrayal, exhaustion. You don't really know what to do with it. There's still echoes of that into your choices. So sometimes you have problems making choices moving on forward because of that. Because at this moment, you say you're kind of feeling a little bit like it's pressing, it's important, you need to do something about it. You kind of hit that brick wall. But that's it. I'm going to put it into a way that I feel like you're more frozen in time. But the cards want you to know, Spirit wants you to know that you're not frozen in time. You're not broken. You're actually more into an awakening. The fact that you realize that you are a little bit stuck into that kind of a place means that you're realizing that something is wrong and something must be done. Now you got to go and pinpoint which one you're going to go and take. What I need you to do is to take the first step forward, because right now I feel like you're being pulled into an inward kind of place where you need to reflect. Not because you failed, but because your inner compass is trying to reset itself. And the confusion is a little bit of that sign that something is ending, so something better can actually begin, something with a pure soul or a pure beginning, if you will. So your true path is not the one of the past, and it's definitely not going to be built from the fears or the expectations. Your future is going to be holding more clarity. It's going to be holding more purpose. Slowly but surely, you need to leave yourself that time to realign. And when I'm talking about realign, if I give you somewhat a little bit of a time frame, I'm going to say within the following 6, and I'm going to go all the way to 8 months. I know it's long, I'm sorry, but it's the time that it takes to work onto oneself, find the right answers, be able to find the strength and the courage, and start moving on forward upon what we want. So start tackling those little dominoes that you've got. So that's what's going to be happening into the following months. That's what you're going to be doing. So whatever it is that you felt that you kind of lost, you lost time over, you can recuperate. You can go and get back. You can make it better. And that lost time is not lost. It's going to give you the wisdom to move on forward, to do better, to conquer. So the universe is actually guiding you at this moment to go back to yourself, not behind, because you're into the timing that you're supposed to be. So once again, when I say you're being guided to go back to yourself, go back to your inner self, deep down inside, when you close your eyes and you think, what do I want? First word that comes to your mind, that's what you got to go and get. Is it love that pops up? Is it more money? Is it work? What is it? Is it more time? What pops up? That's what you got to work on to begin with. You're not used to feeling so safe and comfortable, right? You got to give yourself that time, sweetie. I know. Thank you, my sweetie pie. I appreciate it, my love. So, you know what, Ethan? If ever you feel like you're a little bit, like you're working onto your path, all right? You're working onto your path. Sometimes you might be a little bit wondering, am I onto the right path? Am I doing the right thing? I'm kind of feeling this way, but I'm feeling insecure. I'm feeling whatever. My email's open, sweetie, 24 hours a day. I will respond within the following 24 hours. I always respond every single day. But if ever you do not have a tarot question, like what's my next step or whatever, you want to talk, you just want to open up like you would to a journal, send me a message, all right? I will answer you on back, sweetie, like a friend. And no, there is never any judgment. There is only me trying to help you, trying to guide you, trying to listen to you. Because a lot of people will not listen. And we're not always comfortable telling the people that are around us neither how we feel. So if you're looking for any type of guidance within that, or you want to open up sometimes, drop me an email. I will reply to you, I promise you. And we can try to find some type of solution. Otherwise, my love, you got to look within, all right? Your answer is there. It's not very far away. What is stopping you at this moment is basically, I'm going to say, fear of the unknown. You've got to ground yourself. You've got to feel secure. You have to know that you are being gently guided towards your path, but that you're safe. Allow yourself to be safe, all right? Any black magic used against you? Let me go and see, my love. Any black magic? Let's go and see. Do we have Stacy, by the way, or HP? Because I'm looking for Stacy or HP. Any black magic around you? I do not feel as though there is, my love. If ever you feel like, you had a false friend and you had to remove, right? Good for you. We have to remove some people sometimes out of our life. If ever you feel like you want to do some magic I don't do black magic, but I do white magic. If ever you want to do a protection spell, or you want me to do one for you, it's my pleasure to help you out with that too, my love. Just drop me an email, okay? It doesn't cost you anything, by the way. Just drop me an email. Let me know that you would like some type of protection. I can either give you something to do or I can do it myself. All right? I am sending you much love, my sweetie pie. And yes, Raphael, Anel, and Matthias are all playing Roblox. And that is how crazy they get when they play that game. So that is why you're hearing my crazy children into the background. All right. I know. Hey, Samantha. Nice to see you, sweetie. Okay, so beautiful Julie. Here we go, sweetie. Julie is up next. Oh, actually, I have. Wait, I think. What should I do on your end? Actually, I have you over here. Is that? I'm always missing your real name. No, it is not it. No, where's Stacy? Where's Stacy? Yeah. Yeah, I know, Haunted, I know. Okay, hold on. Julie, I'm going to get your questions at this moment, okay? Just give me 1 second. I'm moving on forward into it. And here we go. Yeah, that's my crazy life, Watson. Oh, my dear God. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's go and see what we've got. Okay, so is he getting more comfortable with the idea of us being into a committed relationship and him himself being capable of having it with you? Does he feel like you already are into one? And how does he feel when you influence? Yes. Oh, I like that one. All right, let's go see. All right. And just 1 second, I am going to ask Raphael to slow his little body down. Hold on. Raphaël, on peut ne pas crier, mon amour? Ah, ok, je le sais, bébé. Merci. Merci. I like the answer he gave me. Could you please not scream so much? He says, I'm sorry, I didn't do on purpose. Oh, he's just a noisy child. All right, so here we go. Oh, he is so loud, Hanson. He is like the loudest and the most expressive of anything. I kid you not. Whenever he arrives home from school, he arrives home from evil. It doesn't matter where he's at. He's like a panda. He stays to my leg like I'm a sugar cane. Yeah, he's a sweetie pie, but he's a ball of energy. All right, so here we go. Stacy, thank you for posting, my love. Thank you. Oh, Stacy, I'm so happy. Okay, that is good. That is good. I love that. All right, so Julie, here we go. Stacy, you are on up next. So, is he getting more comfortable with the idea of commitment with you? And does he already feel that you're the one? All right. Now we're only missing our beautiful high priestess. We almost have the complete puzzle. Page of the Cups passing on through. 5 of Swords, 5 of Swords. We're still kind of hiding it a little bit. Our 6 of Wands. 4 of Pentacles. And reverse, followed by our Wheel of Fortune. I feel as though his energy, is showing that he is more steady. I feel like he's growing into this connection altogether. I don't feel like he's rushing into anything with anything that is dramatic, like big gestures, anything of the such. But I do feel like he is moving forward with intention. And I feel as though he's just kind of beginning to see you not just as somebody that he cares for, but also someone that he could build something really quite meaningful with altogether. So I feel like there's a strong sense of balancing past fears with present desires. I feel like he might not necessarily say it completely out loud, but into his heart, I feel like he treats this as something that is real. I feel like he's testing a little bit, he's testing his readiness a little bit, but he's not looking anywhere else in any kind of a way. You are becoming his safe place in many, many different kind of ways. So is he actually becoming more confident and more comfortable with the idea of the commitment with you? I'm actually going to have to say a yes. How is it going to feel when he introduces you to the family and the friends? I love that. That is so cute. What is that? And then you'll work your way up to something that is bigger, especially because you have arthritis. So okay, yeah. You're going to get what? An Espanol coche in blanco? All right. Why not, Spitty Pie? Why not? It's all good. Oh, you heard a bell again, didn't you, Hansen? I know. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I closed it. You should no longer hear bells. I'm like Tinkerbell. I got all different kind of bells all over the place. All right. Sean, I'm going to say purchase the car that is best for you, sweetie. Purchase whatever it is that you feel is best, that you actually want. And when I say that, I mean it in every kind of way. Look, my mom, she's older than I am, of course. She's a little bit older. She, like, when she goes into my car, I've got, like, a very low car. It's like a sports car. So when you get into it, it's very low. It's not good if you're an older person. No, my dad had problems getting into it. My mom, oh, la, 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 la. If you're not young, you got problems getting in my car or getting out of my car. That being said, if it's higher on up, it's better. You don't, it's easier to get in, easier to get out, depending on to the weather that you've got. Also, you've got to take all that in consideration. Buy the car that is best for you, sweetie. And that's why you're rethinking, right? There you go. And better and bigger SUV. Yeah. I'm going with an SUV next. I'm getting rid of my sports car, going for an SUV. Why? Because I want more room. And because it's safer in the winter, I find. Although my car's super safe. But I would just say, yeah. I don't know. It's higher up. I feel more comfortable. All right. So, Spooty Pie. Let me do this like that, and let's go and see your following questions. So we were wondering over here, how's it actually going to go when he's going to introduce you to his family? Honestly, I feel like he's going to be stressed as heck. I do have to say he's going to be really, really, really quite stressed. It's going to take a little bit of time before he actually does that, because it's not really, I'm going to say, I feel like he's done that once into his life, and I'm going to say I feel like he actually did it with the Y lady. You know who she is. I feel like that's pretty much the only person that he truly introduced as a girlfriend into his life and everything as such. So it's going to be a really, really big move. I'm going to say there's going to be a lot of shyness, and it's weird. I know. Think about Mike being shy. It's not something that happens, right? But it does. I want you to look at it as being, there's going to be a little bit of shyness that's going to be there, but that's just going to be cute and adorable. I feel like there will be joy, there will be pride, there will be emotional fulfillment. I feel like he's going to feel proud but excited, because this is something he hasn't done in like ages, and nobody's really necessarily expecting him neither, because nobody really asks him any questions. So it is going to kind of appear a little bit like an event, a kind of a thing. So it's going to be emotional. Deep down, introducing you is not just a formality, because he hasn't done it all that often. It's really a really big step. And that means for him, like, this is my person. This is the person that I am going to be with for, a long time. I'm looking for the future with. So he's going to be nervous. I feel as though he's going to see how naturally you kind of fit into his world, which I know that you will, because you're so loving and caring and sweet, and you just kind of mix on in so well. Honestly, he's going to affirm what his heart actually truly knows. So you're going to be right there next to him, and things are going to go well. I'm going to say, sweetie, he's going to unfold his love to his family into the perfect timing. It's going to be at dinner. It's not going to be at lunchtime. It is going to be at dinner time, and it is going to be into the summertime. So dinner, summer is what I am seeing for the official announcement to the family altogether. That's what I can see. But it'll be very loving and caring and sweet, but it is going to be a little bit stressful, and it's going to be like one of the only times almost that you're actually going to see him being kind of stressed and a little bit anxious. Not because he's wondering what the other people are going to be thinking, his family and stuff, of you, simply because it is a really, really big movement that he has not done with anybody else really into the past, or not all that much. So people know that when he does something and when he announces and shows somebody that he cares about into his life to other people, they know that it is serious. And that kind of scares him a little bit into a certain way, because that just adds on in a little bit more of that, oops, we're into another step, we're into another level, things are getting things are getting more heated, they're getting more serious. I'm at that place. So yeah, it's going to be a beautiful moment. Yeah, no, he's not gonna hide you from his family. He will say that he is seeing somebody, but he's not necessarily gonna get into any details yet. I've got you, my love. By the way, Julie, what I'm saying, introducing you to his family, if he introduces you to his family, let's say next summer, it doesn't mean that you're not introduced to all his friends. Doesn't mean that you guys are not committed together into the meanwhile. You could still be committed. You can still be seeing each other on a regular basis, but he's just not necessarily introducing you to the friends. Usually people will wait like a good 3 to 4 months before doing that because of the pressure and everything. So yeah, and the timing can change, so you're good, my love. I'm going to go and see Stacy, my love. Here we go. All right. Well, if it's 3-4 months, yeah, no. I'm saying 3-4 months. What I can actually see, just really don't want to be like this. No. I feel, my beautiful Julie, I want to precise it before you leave, because I don't want you to leave being stressed about this. I feel like once you guys are seeing each other onto a more of a regular basis, I feel like you're going to continue like that for quite some time. Then I feel like he's going to introduce you to some of his friends, and then he's going to introduce you to family. The big thing is going to be his family. You're not going to be meeting the family at the same time as the friends. The friends come first, and then you're going to be meeting up with the family. But it's a different thing. When you're meeting up with his friends, I don't feel like it's all that stressful. I feel like it's a casual, kind of relaxing kind of a thing. The family is where it's going to be a little bit more, stressful. But that being said, he's still going to be saying to them that he's seeing somebody. It's just that he's not necessarily going to go for a family dinner right away with you. So the relationship is still there and the commitment is still there. It's just that you don't have the family dinner right away. But the time could change too. Yeah. Stacy, my love, Stacy. And where's our beautiful High Priestess? Where is High Priestess? Let me just go and make sure everything is good before I go see Stacy. Okay. Hey, sweetie. How are you doing, my love? Even if you called me Lusa, I saw it. Hi, sweetie. I'm sending you much love, my beautiful Julie. Stacy, actually, you're into the chat. Your info's into the chat. Let me go and get it. Okay, so you reached out today to see how he's doing. And he asked to see you this Sunday to talk. How's he feeling about you? We're wondering how your talk is going to go. Yeah. I'm going to tell you because you asked. I am, however, going to go and look into the cards, but yeah. Here we go. I already know because I don't need cards to know, but I'll take them out to prove them to you. I like the fact that there's a reach out to begin with. I like it. It's good. I feel like you're going to leave this meeting a little bit disappointed. Yes, we have the talk. Yes, we're going to have a good time, everything and the such, but I feel like there's going to be a resenting, like there's going to be a little bit of like this conflict that we just can't fix. Like a topic of conversation that we just cannot agree upon. That is very, very close to your heart and very close to his heart. And I feel like that's just that tiny, everything is going to go fantastic, but that tiny little thing is going to be enough to kind of end things a little bit onto a sour kind of a way. Now, that being said, sour, not into the most horrible way that you guys aren't talking anymore and you're back into the same thing, but a little bit of a sour way is what I'm seeing. So, are you having movement forward? Yes, you are. Could we do better if we don't have that? Oh, absolutely. But you're moving forward. So, here we go. Let's go see how he's feeling about you at this moment to begin with. Then we're going to go and look about the talk and what I was talking about. You know he still loves you. You know he still wants you. He wouldn't go and have this conversation with you otherwise. He wouldn't entertain this and he wouldn't complicate his life for no good reason. You do not hold on to people that you don't love, that you don't care, you don't want anything from. What is actually happening over here, I'm going to say, is the following. All right? I feel as though he's holding on to you. He doesn't want to let you go. He doesn't want to be friends with you. You're like that perfect, beautiful goddess. You are beautiful. You are nurturing. You are loving. He is very, very attracted to you. It's just that you guys do have certain little issues within the relationships that need to be worked on. But the problem is we don't know how to work on it. We want to talk. We want to communicate. We want to fix things because we don't want to remain like this. But we ultimately don't know how to fix it. And that's where the root of the problem is going to be. So I feel like even at this moment, he's trying to figure out how you guys can actually work through the emotional baggage that you have. I feel like this is going to be a beautiful time for you guys to be really clear and to be honest within your communication, within your feelings, so that you guys can get somewhat of a breakthrough. It is the moment to do so. And it is the moment to be careful also at the same time. I don't want to add any pressure, but it is the moment at the same time not to add too much. Okay, we don't want to add too much pressure. We don't want to pinpoint, well, you did do this and I did that. I don't care who did what. Something happened. We're both hurt. We're both not happy. But we're both here right now because we do still care for each other. How can we make this better? What do you think? What are your options? Well, how do you think that we should move on forward? And then you could say, I'll tell you after how I think maybe that we could do this. And come to some type of an agreement within it. Maybe start back the relationship kind of slowly, one little step at a time, work onto it, little bits and pieces. What's important for you guys is not to hold on to all the crap to make things better. When you were into the relationship at the very beginning, it was going well. Go back to the beginning. Go back to seeing each other maybe once or twice a week. Go back to that dating, that excitement times. Go out to dinner, to movies, to wherever. Have that good time together. That's what you've got to do at this moment. That's where you got to bring back this relationship to a place that is good instead of a place where we love each other, but everything's a little crappy, right? So I feel as though he is very, very tender, but he's very hesitant to reconnect because he's afraid of being hurt again. He's got that beautiful, low, soft side towards you, sweetie. And I feel as though he is possibly actually able to open up a little bit more emotionally than what he usually does because of the pause that you guys have had. But he's very curious to know what you are thinking and where you are at and if you still care and what you still want. But there's a lot of nervousness into the air also. So, I mean, what's important for you to know over here is that he wants to talk. He doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to shut down. He wants to talk. He wants to be heard. He wants to hear. And he wants to be understood. That's what's going to be important. Now I'm going to go and see how everything is going to go into Sunday. Thank you, my beautiful Elaine, sweetie pie. Thank you, love. Thank you, sweetie. I got your email, my love. Hey, Sag Moon. There you go. How are you doing, sweetie? Nice to see you. I didn't reply back to your email yet, my love. I received it this evening. I'll reply back to it probably tomorrow. Maybe tonight. I'll see. But probably tomorrow, sweetie pie. Oh, yes. But I'm not done with you yet, my beautiful Stacy. I didn't talk about Sunday. Okay, I kind of did, but I'm not done. I'm not done, Stacy. Here we go. So looking for High Priestess. If I don't find High Priestess, we're going to go and see Elaine. And we're going to be closing up the lives in, I'll say 20 minutes maximum. So at 11 for Lilith and Juanson. Okay, sweetie pies? If that is a-okay with you. So how's the talk going to go? A little bit like I said. Actually, not a little bit. Pretty much. That being said, the energy can change and you can switch this over. It doesn't have to end that kind of a way. He's seeing you, very excited to see you in so many ways, so many thoughts, so many ideas. We want to swap those thoughts, swap those ideas, but I still feel like we're leaving this meeting being worried. I still have our Five of Pentacles, which is what I was seeing earlier into my mind, feeling with, I still don't have a resolution. What do I do? So still feeling kind of incomplete. It's like we're going to have to meet and we're going to talk, and we're going to decide to give it a little bit more time to think about what we just talked about. But it would be nice not to have that and just kind of have a solution, start something on off right away, right? So Sunday, there's going to be a lot of mixed emotions that are going to be there. It's going to be about figuring out where he stands, juggling his own emotional baggage. This is going to be moving forward. This is going to be staying grounded, staying open. Well, you have to remember that this meeting is about planting seeds for something that will be better emotionally for both of you. All right. I don't feel like we're going to get closure. I feel like we're going to get clarity. I feel like we're going towards wanting a fresh beginning. So keep that in mind into every single interaction or dialogue that you actually have with him. And I know it's difficult because when we speak from the heart, the emotions just kind of flow on through. And sometimes they flow on through and they say stuff we don't want to say, or not into the way that we want to say it. It comes out into a different kind of a way. Let me give you some messages, sweetie pie. I sometimes think about surprising you at your home. You challenge my beliefs. Sometimes I don't quite know who I am. I'm upset with myself. I should have listened to you. I'm not used to the type of love that you give me. Soon. And I'm scared to let my guard down. So beautiful, love. We will probably speak from here till Sunday. If ever, I know that I do readings on Saturdays and Sundays. You can send a PayPal and I can answer you. Otherwise, send me maybe an email on to Saturday if you want to kind of go over a little bit how you're feeling, or if anything happened and I don't know, we weren't able to talk onto the Friday, and I'll answer you. Maybe we can kind of prep things up for Sunday, all right? You've got this, my love. It's forward movement, my love, and I like the forward movement. I know that he loves you, so it's forward movement. What is that, Elaine? My kids are very hyper. Little do you know, they're always like that. Yeah, it's my pleasure, Stacy. Reach out if you need me on Saturday or whenever, okay? You're moving into the right direction, sweetie pie. He still loves you. Yeah, no, Elaine. Matthias, my 12-year-old, is usually not that way. Raphael is always that way. Always, 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 always. Like, he's 100%. He's like the Duracell battery. And he's always fully charged. Yeah, I kid you not. Hey, it is what it is. I spend many times into the day saying, shh, calm yourself down. Relax your body. What is this? Relax. I don't do that. Relax. Yeah. Hey. Hello, High Priestess. Send your question out, my love. You're here right on time. So High Priestess followed out by Elaine. And then we're going to go and see Tongue Twister. Tasha tries things. I swear there's too many T's in that, sweetie. How are you doing, Tasha? It's nice to see you, my love. A general message. I got you. Let's go and see. All right, so a general message for you into the following 2 weeks. What's happening? It is a tongue twister. I kid you not. Try to say Tasha tries things 10 times. 10 times. Without making any mistakes. Oh my gosh. All right, just saying. Just saying. And I don't think it's because I'm French. It's a tongue twister. All right, my beautiful High Priestess. Elaine and Tasha is going to be on up next. Yeah, a long time ago I worked at a company, and it was I was like 18 years old. I worked at this phone company, and I live into a French part of the town, so French province, and anyways, you had to know English, blah, 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 and they make you do tests every once in a while on like tongue twisters. I kid you not. You had to say all these tongue twisters, and we had all these weird tests to do. They were so difficult. Yeah, your name fits into it. If you didn't pass a tongue twisters, you were fired. I kid you not. Very severe. All right, my beautiful High Priestess, Sweetie Pie, what is going on? You still have a lot of disruptive energies. And what at a time are you talking in your sleep? Even text your group? Good for you, Elaine. Good for you, Sweetie Pie. Oh, let your energy flow, sweetie. Beautiful. Well, High Priestess, yes. You're into a place over here where, the energy's all over the place. It's like you just want to run the heck out of work. You don't want to go into work. You want to open the door. You want to say, F you, ciao, bye, arrivederci, I'm not coming on back, is what you want to do. There is, though, some unfinished lessons. I feel like what it is that you need to complete at the work where you're at is not quite completed. I know, and it's going to sound weird what I'm going to say. Life is weird into its way where sometimes you need to complete you always need to complete cycles, but sometimes the cycles are not all that fantastic, but you still have to complete it in order to learn the lessons to move on forward. I kind of feel like the work one is one of those. I feel like you still have maybe a 2-3 weeks where I know you don't want to go back at all. I know you haven't found a new job in the meanwhile. I know. That's where the problem is. I know. And so I feel like there are still some things, as sucky as it is, High Priestess, I hate to say it, but I feel like there are some things that you still have to finish where you're at this current job before being able to move on forward. It could be lessons. It could be divine timing altogether. It's going to allow you to go and find another job at that right moment. But at the moment, honestly, into your general reading following 2 weeks, you're feeling kind of powerless. You're feeling like you're stuck into a place where there's really not all that much that you can do. You just kind of have to follow the flow. Financially speaking, not all that fantastic neither. I mean, it is what it is, but I mean, you could do so much better. You have a lot of manipulation that are around you. You have a lot of deception. Basically, I'm going to say don't trust a soul at work. Not one. Not one. They're all like little devils in disguises. Don't trust one of them, sweetie. No. Finito Pepito, all of them. You'd rather do DoorDash or Uber, but you're not sure if it will bring enough. I don't know, sweetie. A lot of people, like, I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know which one. I think they could both be good, honestly. Maybe it depends on the town where you're at. But again, my love, the problem with that is this. My problem with that is this, my love. You are so talented. You have done so many studies, and I'm not saying that somebody who does Uber or who works at a chain restaurant, God knows what, I don't care where you work, what you do. It changes nothing. But you have put so much time and so much effort in becoming the person that you would like to become, and you would be doing that for financial reasons, but the financial reasons are not necessarily going to fulfill your soul and the path and what you've chosen. They could be a really good, if you will, passageway while you're getting something else along the way. Not a problem with that. I mean, between doing that and staying at a place that you absolutely hate and you despise, I would say, yeah, go with DoorDash, go with Uber. At least you'll be kind of your own boss. You'll make a fair amount of money, because I do believe they make a fair amount of money. And you're not going to be harassed until you're able to find another job, right? So the ultimate power is yours. You can do what you want with that, right? What is that? You get nice cars like Tesla? I don't know. Are we really getting into that, Elaine? I'm not going to get into the Teslas. Oh my God, I'm not going to get into them. I still like the Teslas. I just don't like the person who created the Teslas. It seems like there's something political behind that, but I'm going to leave it as it is, because I'm sure you did not put anything political. But when I see Tesla, I think Cheeto Man. I know you would rather they fire you, right? I know. And they're just sneaky. Oh no, they're horrible people, sweetie. And they're never going to give you what you want. They're never going to give you what you want. You're always going to be kind of paranoid as long as you are there. But at the same time, you're stuck. So honestly, my love, I want to say something more for you, but I do not see you leaving this job. I don't see you doing Uber or DoorDash in the following 2-3 weeks neither. Unless you impulsively decide and say, this is it, I'm going to go and do it, and voila, all right. And I'm actually going to encourage you, like the magician, to do what it is that you want. Because otherwise, I don't see you finding another job right away, not until the following 2, 3, 4 weeks. And I see you being stuck with all these toxic, manipulative little devils. And you do not deserve to be around these devils. You're a queen. What the heck are you going to do with those devils? No, stomp on them, sweetie. Run away, walk away, and make yourself happy. So, yeah. Financially, I'm going to say you're okay. Work-wise, if you decide to leave, then you'll decide to leave, but I don't see you leaving at this moment. The decision has not been made, although you want to. You're not being fired neither. Nobody is firing you in any kind of place. So I really just need you to put more effort towards going to get what you want. And into the meanwhile, maybe reorganizing and looking at different options that you can take along the way. I know, run over the cheetah, right? I know. Will you make enough with DoorDash or Uber? Let me go and see. For some reason at this moment, I'm seeing DoorDash. DoorDash, for some reason, is popping on through into my mind more than Uber. Could you actually make enough money? You would be satisfied with it, yes. Maybe not as much as you would like. I don't know what it is that you're thinking about into your mind. But would you be satisfied? Would you make enough money to pay all your bills and everything and such? Yes. So it's a yes onto mine. Well, good for you, sweetie pie. Good for you. You see, that's it. Stand your own ground. They can't force you to do crap, sweetie pie. No. Good for you, my love. Good for you. I know. Oh, peace is so much better. Peace is always better, my love. It always is. By the way, let's talk about peace. Let me give you let me give you an angel message talking about peace. Elaine and Tasha are going to be on up next. Juanson, is it weird? I just received your email, I think, not long ago. Yeah, like a few seconds ago. Is that normal? All right, angel message. You are being divinely guided, even through silence and uncertainty. Trust that everything is aligning for your highest good, even if you can't see the full picture yet. Like a longer lips? What is that? Longer lips? What do you mean? I did not talk about longer lips. What? Really? Oof. I know, I kid you not, Juanson. I received your email 12 minutes ago. When did you send it, Juanson? 12 minutes ago is when I received it. I am not talking about no lips. I didn't talk about no lips, Elaine. If you're talking about lips, they're coming from you. I didn't do it. No. I'm going to come and see you now, longer lips. Elaine is next. Did you send it 4 hours ago? No, that is crazy. I just got it. I'm like, what is Juanson trying to send me? Do I need to go and see? Yeah, you can, Julie. All right. So, Elaine. Elaine. Email. I love you, my beautiful high priestess. You've got this, sweetie. Forget about Elaine's lips. I don't know what's about with the lips. Okay, so Elaine, here you go. Yeah, Juanson, I got it at 10:42. Kid you not. That is a long time coming on in for an email, right? Oh la la. All right, Jennifer for the month of and love reading in terms of anybody coming into your life. Let's go and see. So you're just thriving, Elaine, aren't you? Yes, you're thriving at your job. All right, so let's go and see this. We are presently with Elaine. Beautiful Tasha tries things. Please let us know if you are here, my sweetie pie, because you're going to be on up next. All right, sweetie. And then we're going to be with our beautiful Julie. Julie, if you want, I can go back and send you a message on Messenger as usual, my love. You pick. Entirely up to you, sweetie. All right, my love. I see you being more in control altogether of your energy, of your wants, of your desires. So I'm going to say into the general energy from May to August. I feel as though you're opening on up work-wise, creative-wise is what I'm going to say. I feel like you're showing a strong focus onto your growth in work, learning. I feel like you're steadily improving at the very same time. And I feel like Spirit is trying to say that this is a time for you to lay down those foundations for the longer term into your career. So even if the rewards kind of feel like they're a little bit slow, well, you need to know that everything that you've been doing and everything that you've been up to lately is that beautiful consistency, and that's going to end up by paying off. Now, by July or August, I feel as though there's a little bit of a switch that is happening. You can expect to have different type of shifts that are going to be coming on in. It could be around career, it could be around your home life altogether, but I kind of feel like you're going to be redirected into a more powerful way. One that has a little bit more of a sense of where you actually want to go. So I'm basically saying that somewhere around the month of July or August, you should have some new opportunities that are going to start to reveal themselves more to you. But it's going to be important for you to let go of any outdated type of habits or any type of attachments that you have. And I know you might say, what? Yes. Anything that is outdated, that is not good, whatever, anything that you have not necessarily been utilizing at this moment, or that you're realizing into your creative world that it's not really all that necessary, all that good, let it go. I feel like Spirit is actually trying to help you at this moment to close out new cycles and to kind of walk towards that, more stability and more of that self-trust altogether. So that is super important for you, stability and self-trust, because often you doubt yourself. Now, is anybody new coming on in? Anybody new coming on in? Here we go. I don't quite see it, but I see you looking. I see you kind of piercing and looking for somebody, which I do, because it kind of feels like you're opening your energy a little bit. And into the past, I don't always necessarily see you opening up your energy. So I like the fact that we're kind of opening that up. It's like you're blossoming to kind of open for somebody else new to pop on through. So even though I don't necessarily see somebody coming on in, I do see the energy, the romantic energy that is entering into your life, because you seem to be opening up those beautiful doors. So I'm going to say somewhere around late summer, I feel like you're going to emotionally be maybe a little bit more expressive. I feel like you could have some type of connection towards somebody who is going to be of a water sign. So it could be Cancer, it could be Scorpio, it could be Pisces. And I feel like this person, is going to have a very kind type of a demeanor. I feel like they're probably going to enter on in being more a little bit like a friend kind of a zone, and whatever happens from there. But that energy is something that is slow growing. It is not completed yet, but there is some of that energy that is there, and I'm going to tell you it's most likely a water sign. So I also feel like you're healing more from the past emotional weight, but I know that Spirit is trying to say, and that's probably why it's happening more around the end of summer, do not rush, but remain open, because the connection is going to start kind of subtly, but there is a little bit of that gentle gesture that is there. But you need to follow your intuition. You need to grow into something that is more beautiful, more open, and more meaningful. So altogether, there's going to be some different choices that are going to be ahead for you. Some that are going to be more aligned more deeply with who you're actually becoming. So that's a beautiful thing altogether, because you are becoming, you are changing, you are evolving, and you are transforming. And as you're doing all that, you're attracting new type of, yes, energies, yes, people, yes, work environments, everything altogether. So good for you. No, sweet Lauren, it's not John. I feel like it's a lady. I feel like this is a lady, sweetie. No, John's a friend. John's a friend, sweetie. Yeah, that's not John. Tasha. I don't know. I feel like it's a lady coming on in, my beautiful Elaine. It's not the lady that you think. Yeah, I feel like it's a girl. Tasha, here we go. I know, right? I always have interesting information, Elaine. Don't you know? Tasha, sweetie, what would you like to know, my beautiful love? Let me know. In the meanwhile, I'm going to go and gather up our beautiful Julie's questions. And I think we are officially closed for tonight, sweeties. All right, Julie, let me go and get your questions in the meanwhile. Alrighty. Is your life partner coming into your life soon? If yes, can I describe him? Let's go and see that right away, my love. Oh, let me go and did I pin the right thing? Yes, I did. Perfect. Thank you for posting, my love. Oh, Elaine, I don't really care if your mom yells at you. Well, I do because I don't want her to, but it's ultimately none of her business. None of her business. Is all I can say. That's what I would say to my mama. None of your business. I'm going to do whatever it is that I want to anyways. And she would say, I know you are, because you're pig-headed and you're stubborn Aries. And I would say, yes. So let it be. All right. Okay. So let's go and see this. We are with our beautiful Tasha. We're going to go and see our beautiful Julie right on up next. And the lives, not the lives, but the live is closed for the moment. Okay. Oops. All right. All right, my love. Is your life partner coming on in soon? I feel like your energy is aligned with calling somebody on in. But I still feel like you're juggling things. I still don't quite feel like it's happening right away. I still feel like there's something that is either holding you back or... I don't want to say holding back. Sometimes it's just a question of your energy. Sometimes it's a question of your self-confidence. It's not always something that is huge. It's not a past burden or something as such, but there is something that's still kind of holding you back a little bit. And I need you to release that. And you will release it. Good for you, sweetie. I'm going to say probably within the following 3 months, somebody new is going to be coming on into your life. But like I said, there's something that you still have to work on to over here, and this is why it's not happening before. So in approximately 3 months, you do have, because there is a little bit of inner growth that is there that is necessary to prepare you for this union. You're going to be feeling like there's going to be somewhat a little bit of a shift into the coming months. You're going to see different type of signs, synchronicities, different type of dreams that are going to guide you towards that meeting altogether. So I'm going to tell you, I feel like faith is already somewhat into motion. It's not a question if, but it's more of a question of when. When is this person going to be coming on in? I'm going to say within the following 3 months. I feel like this person is going to be somewhat very grounded, very loyal, very emotionally mature. I feel like they work into a stable field. It could be like finance or business. There is something that is very practical about it. This person is very calming. They have a very protective type of an energy. It's somebody who is more they have more like of an introvert type of a personality where they're not flashy in any kind of a way. But they're very consistent. They're always going to be there when they say they are. They're very generous, and you can definitely rely on this person to actually build a life with this person. That being said, it's a little bit too soon to maybe necessarily say that you're going to be with this person forever. We have to let the meeting arrive and then go with the flow, because the energies can change. But I feel as though you're going to feel safe with this person. You're going to feel seen. You're going to feel as though you truly do belong with that person. There will be warmth. There will be joy. This person will make you laugh. It's going to be, and the easiest way for you to know that this is going to be the right person for you, it's going to be easy. Not complicated, easy. It's going to be easy. It's like if you guys are going to somewhat recognize each other a little bit instantly altogether. My love, physically speaking, they're fairly, I'm going to say about 5'10", 5'9", 5'10". More 5'11". I'm going to say 5'11". 5'11" in height, fairly tall, well built. This is not somebody who is tall and skinny or slender, tall and built. They're well built. But they are in shape. They have darker colored hair, darker colored eyes. Like I told you a little bit where they do work, I feel like they do have an earth sign altogether. My God, my kids are going nuts. I shall go and give them a warning. And so, yeah, I feel like this person is approximately 3 years older than you are. I don't see any children into the picture, anything of the such. This is somebody, I'm not sure how you're actually going to meet this person. I feel like they're coming towards you, but I don't know how they're coming towards you, in which kind of fashion or which kind of way. They have an M into their name. I believe their first name starts with an M. I know it's got to sound like a zoo, right? I know. Yeah, hold on. Monsieur Raphaël, bébé, c'est pas voulu, mais c'est vraiment très très fort, hein? Raphaël, est-ce qu'on peut baisser le ton un peu? Oui. Ouais. Calme-toi, calme-toi. Respire par ton nez, oui. Je sais pas, ma belle. Si tu as besoin d'un battery pack, il y en a en bas. T'as-tu besoin de batterie? Non. OK. Ben, je vais te dire quand j'ai fini, OK? All right. How do you say be quiet in French? What is that? How do you say be quiet in French? What is that, a dinosaur? No, it's not yours, sweetie. There's many different ways to say you're quiet in French. I know, sign you up, right? I know, sweetie pie. Tasha, my sweet love, absolutely, sweetie. This person is going to be coming towards you, my love. You just have to open yourself on up. Open up your energy towards it. He'll come towards you, sweetie, I promise you. Let me know, my beautiful soul, if there's anything else I can do for you, my love. Can't wait for this person to come into your life. Yeah, Elaine, you can say, s'il vous plaît, ne fais pas de bruit. S'il vous plaît, sois silencieux. Est-ce qu'on peut réduire le bruit? There's many different ways of saying it. You can say ta gueule, which means shut up. There's many ways of saying it. Yeah, there's many ways. All right, so, but they are sometimes cute, though. Yeah, they're cute. They're cute. Actually, they're always cute, and with me, they're pretty much always like that. Raphael, yes, maybe not as excited, but yeah. When they go over to their dad's once every 2 weekends, they can't do that. He's very grumpy. Raphael, he's amazing, I tell you. Yes, he's a dinosaur. I kid you not, he came out screaming. He's still screaming. All right, so, but I just have to say, never go by impressions. See, at school, he's an angel, doesn't do a peep. I swear, I think I told you guys, it was a few weeks ago, like a month ago, I received a phone call from the school saying, and he had slept at Evil D's that night, saying, he's not at school. And I'm like, what do you mean he's not at school? His dad brought him at school this morning. And he's like, no, he's not at school. And I'm like, seriously? And I'm like, go around, look at a school around, check it on out, let me know, because otherwise I'll call the cops. What the heck happened with my kid, right? Yeah, they called me back a few minutes later saying, he's there. He's just too quiet. Seriously. He's too quiet. Yes, Elaine. If that is your question. Yeah, I actually said it. I did. I said somewhere probably around the month of August. Yeah. So I'm going to say somewhere around the month of August is when it's going to be happening, my love. Oh, well, that's okay. August, sweetie pie. Julie, coming to see you. Oh, my pleasure, my love. Raphaël, je vais fermer le bloc si je t'entends crier tout fort encore. Chut. Merci, je t'aime. Un peu moins fort. Ben, je sais pas, j'arrête pas de venir vous voir parce que vous faites trop de bruit. No, it's not because of that. No, it's not because of the exclamation mark. No, it has nothing to do with it. Elaine, where you have to wonder is where I put 3 dots. Anybody who knows me really, really well, when I write something and there's 3 dots following, it means I have a lot of things to say that I'm not saying, and I'm really not happy with you. Whenever I write anything to Alex and it follows with 3 dots, he tells me, will you stop it with your 3 dots? I'm like, no, I got things to say. You wish that you could roll your tongue like that. Oh, that's why you can't. Oh. I don't know where I got it from. Honestly. Yeah, you don't want to get the 3 dots, Julie. It's never a good thing. All right, let me go and see what I've got going on for our beautiful Julie. Yeah, if you get 3 dots, you definitely have to ask yourself some questions. What happened? It sounds so stupid, but it's very noticeable. All right, here we go. So you went to Bern. Yes, you did. And what happened with it? What happened with this? What happened with the bay leaves? Oh, you thought about okay, nothing happened with them. Okay. Exactly. Hey, that's exactly what I was trying to say. I didn't want to worry you, which is why I came back and I told you, you guys are together. It's just that you don't necessarily have that dinner with the family until a certain amount of time because he wants to date you, wants to spend time with you. He will introduce you to some of his friends beforehand. That's why I didn't want you to be stressed. I knew you would be stressed about it. No, don't be. No, that's not a burden. Yeah, no. Lovely question, but no, absolutely not. That is not a burden for him. Juanson is next, by the way. Yeah, no. So we're going to start with your first question, and it's not a burden for him, but it is a work for him, I do have to say, my beautiful Julie. Just to kind of eclipse your second question, just because I read it and I have to talk about it. It is not a burden for him to reach on out towards you, but it is a self-work that he has to do upon himself because he has a lot of fears, he has a lot of barriers, and he knows that he has to work onto that in order to be with you. And then he realizes once he actually makes that action and he reaches on out towards you that he's into that safe, beautiful, secure place, and he feels happy and he feels content, and that kind of gives him the energy to move on through into the day. So you see where I'm getting to? Sometimes we have a little bit of those fears, but when we move on forward towards it, we see, oh my God, everything is okay and everything is perfect. I need to do this more often. It becomes like some type of positive reinforcement, if you will. The more you do it, the better it is. And I know, Juanson, seriously, Lilith too, I know, the more you do it, the better it is. I'm talking about positive reinforcement. Just in case. Elaine too, yeah. What is that? You will follow the 3-dot rule of Anaheim, which stand for confuse. Oh, confuse or think. Oh, no, I don't see it that way. No, for me, it's like a FU kind of a thing, Juanson. Yeah, I know, Lilith, I know. Well, the work for me eventually that's it. It's going to become more of a habit. And it's not even just going to be, it's going to be something that is natural. I don't even want to say a habit. I'm going to say natural. I'm thinking about you. I'm going to reach out towards you. It makes me feel good. It's good for me. That's what it is. Completely different thing altogether. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You've got a dirty mind too, Elaine. So, yeah. This is what I'm going to say into it, okay? I feel as though into the first part when you say, are you going to become an official couple at some point, no matter what the timing is? Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. It is going to be happening. He just has to kind of battle a couple of his little fears along the way, but he's working onto it quite strongly. He's getting his clarity down here as he's smoking that devil lettuce. Whenever I see this deck now, I think that it's full of pot. Dear God. Who thought? Until Lilith said it. Never noticed. So, yeah. It's a definite yes, because we're going to find through it emotional harmony. We're going to find that recognition. And we're going to actually feel he, not we, he. He is going to feel as though this connection is destined to deepen. But patience is going to be your strongest ally into all of this. Patience with, it's got to be with Mike. Patience. So even if the path is not always necessarily that straight line, we kind of have some zigzags and some ups and downs every once in a while. When we go through those zigzags and those ups and downs, we grow into the strength, even into the quiet moments. They are beautiful steps in themselves. So the roots are there. We just need to grow a little bit more to have that lasting, very strong mutual tie, that connection that is going to unfold into the most beautiful timing as possible. So it's a definite yes. I said a lot of bibble babble, but it's a yes. Oh, what did you miss? Oh, nothing really, Elaine. I was talking about positive. Oh, the more you do it, the better you are at it. And I was talking about the mindset, positive reinforcement, and not any sucky thoughts. That's what it was about. It will, my love. Yeah, that's what it was, Elaine. That's what it was. Now, are his efforts a burden or are they guided? Yeah, that's what I was kind of talking about a few moments ago, but I'm going to get into it now. So, I feel like the energy is an energy of sometimes he feels like, I got to do this. I got to do it, but I got to do it because I want to. It's like you got to go to the gym because you know that it's good for you, it's beneficial for you, you know that you want to, and you know that you need to do it. And you know that it's going to give you something really good at the end. This is it. All right? So I feel like he is, even this week, when I looked into your reading earlier, I told you what he's going to be working on into his session. It is an inner work that takes a certain amount of time. Anything that is inner work, as you know, takes a long time to remove the barriers and the fears and all those things, but they all kind of help us navigate back onto that right path. So I feel like he's got that very, very strong pull towards you, but the pull sometimes is a little bit hindered by the fear, and that's where he kind of feels like he has to work through it. But there's nothing wrong with working through through things. That just means that you're working onto yourself to become a better version of yourself, to go and get what it is that you want ultimately. So it's not a bad thing altogether. It is guided by, his actions are guided by hope. They are guided by that part of his journey where, yes, he's moving into a slow and cautious kind of a way, but he's doing it into an authentic way. It's not a forced way. It is an authentic way. But he is working onto himself along the way. So reaching out to you and kind of checking on in, it's not an obligation. It's his way of bridging his heart and his fears. That's the way I want you to look at it. He's learning how to trust love into this real time. And you, in all of this, you're his safe space. And you're that safe space that actually allows him to do that. Does that make sense, my love? Let me know. And what's it I'm going to come and see you, Smitty? I'm going to go and see your email that came in. Ooh, I don't know when. Yes, we will encourage him to do more. We will. We've got this. We've got this, my beautiful love. Oh my God, we do. Juan, did I have a good day? Yeah, I did. Well, I did. It was kind of gray, but yeah, I had a good day. I did. Things are moving forward. Life is moving forward. It's all good. How was your day? Life is moving forward. Sometimes a little bit slower in certain directions, but it's moving forward, so it's all good. Clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. Why is it ticking? Oh, the full moon. Yeah. Hey, beauté.
J'ai une question.
Good night, my beautiful Julie. Que se passe-t-il?
Est-ce que je peux avoir un truc de refroidissant?
Un truc refroidissant?
Oui, pour la gorge, puis pour...
Oh my dear God, c'est quoi ça pour la gorge? Il n'y a rien de refroidissant. Va te chercher un popsicle en bas dans le frigo. Demande à Mathias d'y aller. Il y en a aussi.
Puis aussi...
Puis c'est ça.
Pour la tête.
Je t'aime. Non. Mais si tu veux, dans le congélateur, dans le frigo, là, dans la cuisine, t'ouvres, là, t'as les sacs qu'on utilise quand on va, genre en voiture. Tu sais, les sacs bleus, là, qui sont froids, qui sont comme congelés. Au pire, tu te mets un petit linge autour, tu vas pouvoir le mettre. Love you! Demande à Mathias d'y aller. Demande à Mathias, dis-lui que je lui ai dit qu'il faut qu'il descende avec toi.
Je vais juste demander.
Merci, je t'aime. Oh, yes, absolutely, Julie. I was wondering what kind of clock is ticking. Yeah, I know. He's going to be able to do it. He's going to be able to do it. Watson, so you've been getting things ready for work this week and you've been listening. Yes, and it's been cloudy here too. It was kind of warm today. Crazy thing, it's like 15 degrees outside. It's going to go down to like 2 tonight, so I'm refusing to put any air conditioning on because 2 degrees is friggin' cold. But it must be like 25 into the house at this moment in my room. My kids are like, oh, can I put some air? I don't want to put air conditioning on. It's going to be like 2 degrees outside tonight. Jeez. But point being, yeah, I get it. But it was kind of cloudy here too. Not all that honkadory perfect. No. How does work look like this week? What's happening at work for you this week? Que se passe-t-il? Pardon? Ben Mathias, es-tu descendu avec toi? Ben on va lui demander, dis-lui que maman a dit, s'il vous plaît, ouvre la porte, Annelle, je vais lui dire.
Non.
Allez.
Non.
Pourquoi?
C'est pas moi.
Pourquoi?
Parce que
Ah ben là,
j'ai demandé à Raphaël, il a dit non.
pas
On va
Raphaël,
faire pause.
j'ai dit Mathias. Mais ça n'a rien à voir avec le jeu, Annelle, t'es ici, ça change quoi?
On va faire un deal.
Ok, ben fais ce que tu veux, Annelle. Moi, je peux pas y aller à l'instant. Si tu veux, je vais aller te chercher dans 1 minute avant de parler avec Alex. Je vais aller te chercher. Mais tu me donnes 1 minute. All right, here we go. So, how is work going to be? You like our conversations between me and Annelle? That's the way it goes. Qu'est-ce qui se passe-t-il?
Si je peux prendre un pop, ça veut dire que je peux prendre une crème glacée.
Oh my God, non, t'en as déjà mangé un. Sweet Lord, no.
Pour rafraîchir.
Non, non,
La gorge.
non,
Pas rafraîchissant pour la
Non.
gorge, pour la gorge.
no, no,
Pour la gorge, oui.
no.
Oui.
All right, no.
Oui.
All right, so that's how negotiations go over here. All right, so voila. You want children? That's what you can expect. That one's 9. Mwah. Je t'aime. À tantôt. So, oui. All right, so at work this week. At work. I'm basically going to say at work, I feel as though not too much is really going to be happening, Smitty. You are going to end up having a full day off this week. I don't necessarily see any red vests that are kind of popping on through in any kind of a way. You are going to be able to see your sweetie pie, but a little bit close, but a little bit from afar. You're going to see her closely for a little bit, but then I kind of feel like she's going to go away. So it could be like at punch time or, break time or something as such, but I feel like it's going to be somewhat of a brief kind of experience. She's so cute, right? And not so much. Yeah, she's cute, all right. I can't deny it. I can't deny it. So, yeah, I'm actually going to have to say at work, I don't see all that much happening. I'm going to say things are going to go fairly well, sweetie. Quoi? Well, let's go see let's go see what's happening over here with your sweetie pie. Getting over here our 2 cups, also getting our fool, getting our emperor. Love-wise, sweetie, not too much really happening, my love. You don't have all that much of a chance at speaking too much or opening up too much or anything of the such. I feel like things are going to stay a little bit, I hate to say so, but stagnant. Yeah. Mathias!
Non, t'as pas le droit.
Ok, rien mon beau, c'est correct mon chou. Oui, s'il vous plaît. Merci. Non, vas-y, Annelle, s'il vous plaît. Parce que j'ai pas fini ma bête. Vas-y. Raphaël, il va avec toi. Merci, Raphaël. T'es gentil, mon amour. Yeah, let's go see how Elizabeth is doing. All right. Ok, ben nettoyez-le, puis là, fermez la porte.
Avec, je peux nettoyer.
Moi, je t'occupe, s'il vous plaît.
Avec
On ferme
quoi?
on part, puis on ferme la porte.
Avec quoi? Une guenille? Avec de l'eau?
Ben ouais.
Ça va?
Ben oui.
Ok.
Merci. Alrighty. Sweetie pie. As for your love, I'm going to say, as for this week, I feel like she's into a place where I don't feel like there's all that much that is necessarily happening towards her. I feel like she's looking. She's looking for answers. I don't see any movement love-wise. I don't see any real problems or anything as such. I just kind of feel like she's looking for answers. I feel like she feels like she's stuck in life. Not just in love. In life, she's stuck. I know that when I say that she's stuck in love because she can't see you often and, the communication can be a little bit difficult. But I just kind of feel like she's into that place where she feels stuck. Yeah, it's an interesting place to be into. All right. Has she been thinking about you and anything that she wants to say to you? I feel like she has been thinking about you, but I feel like she's wondering where you're at and what you're doing. I feel like she's longing to have somewhat of that connection with you where you guys could talk, could beat on up. She's missing those connections. She's missing those moments where you used to be able to spend a lot of time together, even if it would be just a little bit of time. I feel like that's what she's longing. I feel like that's what she's looking for. So I feel like her thoughts are a lot directed into my life. I kind of feel like I'm a little bit stuck. I want to move on forward. I want things to be happening, but I don't know how to make them happen. I feel like love-wise, she wants to be able to speak with you, but doesn't really quite know how to do that neither because she doesn't really have all those chances or those opportunities. So she's a little bit stuck into the same position that you're into where you want something to happen, but you don't know how to go and make it happen. Yeah. Let me just go over here. So basically, I'm going to say that her energy is one that is, I'll say soft, I'll say thoughtful, I'll say warm. I don't necessarily feel like she is very busy, but I feel as though she is a little bit lost within her thoughts. What does she actually want to say to you? I feel like she wants to have a certain piece of heart. I feel like she wants to know that you are hers and that she is yours, is what I can feel of what she would actually want. I want to go over here a second. Ace of Swords. Here we go. All right, the Lovers. I feel like what she wants you to know is that she believes into the wishes. She believes in love. She believes into the purpose. She believes that you guys can both make things happen if you want to make them happen. But she believes that she hasn't been putting a lot of effort or enough effort into it. So I feel like she's going to try to put more effort to be able to have more possibilities to actually spend some time with you. Anyways, it's into her goals anyways. An angel message for you. Your heart is stronger than your fears. Trust into the love that is forming and allow joy to guide your steps. You are protected, you are seen, and you are deeply loved, both by your guides and someone who is very dear to you. Let's go and see into the Book of Tarot. Merci. Two of Cups reverse. The answer is no for now. Ask later. Stop looking for validation and trust yourself. And let's go with some let's go with some loving messages from your sweetie pie. Oracle message to begin with. You're exactly where you need to be. The path may feel slow or even somewhat uncertain, but every moment is preparing you for something more beautiful. Trust your timing and trust your growth. And most of all, trust your heart. And let's go with some loving messages. I find you incredibly attractive. I have sexual desires about you. There is so much that I want to say to you. Sometimes I feel like I can't always give you what it is that you need, but I want you to know that you're always onto my mind. That being said, my dear loves, we shall end this live for tonight with my angry dinosaurs, and we shall see each other tomorrow at the same place and the same time. Veronice, you can find all the information, my sweetie pie. It is 40 US, my sweet love. Good evening, my beautiful Veronice. Good evening, Lilith and Juanson and anybody else, and we shall see each other tomorrow. Same place, same time. Good night, my loves.